Capital One. Rain hampered game one yesterday here in Fayetteville, and the wet weather has carried over to today. That does not stop the Razorback fans. They are here in force. They are hoping to see some Hogs softball history made. Tiana.
Speed at the top.
Jab towards short. Quick play. Nicely made by Jessica Oakland. And that's the way the game begins. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming here for Brindley Bain. That's her 50th walk of the season with only 18 strikeouts. Another deep count, 3-2. Bain at first, 1 out, just underway. Shot towards third. That's speared. Jones to second for 1, to first safe. They do get the lead runner, forcing Bain. Big deep breath. 22 pitches, 11 balls, 11 strikes from Curd so far. Bell does it again. This one a 2-run shot to left. Another no-doubter off the bat, her 18th of the year. And the Razorback fans on their feet early.
Tiana Bell is in a groove. She gets another pitch up in the zone. This one is inside, but it's not inside enough. She's able to clear her hips, clear her hands, and this is what Tiana Bell does, right into the heart of the Duke defense.
Has limited her to the DP role, but it's a role she has performed well. Right back up the middle into center field. Kennedy has a base hit. Arkansas. Tiana Bell has hit a 2-run homer here in the top of the first. The Razorbacks, that's a hit by pitch. The Razorbacks are the visiting team here on their home field for game 2. They won game 1, run ruling Duke yesterday. The fans are here. We started an hour late. Sharply hit into center field. Remember, the lead runner is Kennedy with that bad right leg, and sent some players scattering in the Razorback dugout. And there is strike 3. That's a big strike 3, and maybe the rally squirrel in the Arkansas dugout is a Duke fan.
Following it up with Vega.
Softly hit towards third, firing to first. McDowell got her. Ella McDowell showing off her arm. That was a bullet to first. Mina Vega swinging at the first pitch, popped up to McDowell. Ella involved in the first 2 plays of the game. Balls, 2 strikes. And Ella McDowell is going to find herself involved in all 3 defensive plays. 9-pitch inning for Peyton Burnham. Sets him down in order in the first. And a leadoff walk for Kennedy Miller. We mentioned Courtney Deifel. And the many accomplishments really for Arkansas.
Walks that they draw throughout the course of the season has also been impressive.
Second base, Vega tag. Safe at first. He did get the out with Miller racing by her. Whacked to center field, hit well, but Jennings comes in 3 or 4 steps and makes the catch on that line drive hit by Bain.
I mean, you can't say enough about Brindley Bain. Even her outs are loud outs. I mean, she
team not only this year but last year for Arkansas. Look out. It's going to get away, and Reagan Johnson doesn't have to worry about attempting to steal now. She'll take second on a wild pitch.
Extended that pitch just out of her range.
And now McDowell walks. She had 3 free passes yesterday. Second walk of the inning. That's to right field, coming towards the line. Lamar just into foul territory. Layla makes the catch, and that is a big out for Duke. They keep it 2-0. For those of you watching on ESPN News, flip over. Third strikeout for Peyton Burnham. Well, the Eastern Conference Finals continues tonight, 8 Eastern over on ABC. No, it was not. You know, I had two hats. I had the mom hat and I had the coaching hat, and the coaching hat was on quite a bit more. Third base, boy, the ball's finding Ella McDowell tonight. And that's not a bad thing if you're a Razorback.
Fielding percentage, 6th in the country. The amount of double plays they turn, that's 3rd in the country. Tough to score against this Arkansas defense.
Almost looked like Mathis kind of checked up on her swing, but hit that to pretty deep center field. But caught by Johnson. Two Cats kind of explain what happened there. That's sharply hit, reaching. Well, can't come up with it. It's already in the right field corner. And I'll tell you what, she may be wearing a brace on that right leg.
To get to Oklahoma City, and just there is magic that happens in the postseason. There's no doubt about it.
That's a 4-pitch walk.
Great with them on offense, and certainly trust Matt Michael in the third base box.
Rio, deep center field. It will stay in the park barely on the track. Deanna Jennings raced back to make the catch. That gave this big Hogs crowd a thrill for
early in the count.
Wyckoff sends it to left field. KK Mathis into foul ground, had to pick up the pace there at the end. That ball was coming down quickly, but she makes the play.
Pitching ahead in the count, you can work a variety of pitches, a variety of zones.
Off her glove. Throw behind the runner at third, but Kennedy wasn't biting. That'll be a base hit. The natural instinct, if you're a pitcher there, is to try to field that, but if she doesn't touch that, that could be trouble. Nope. Deanna Jennings was playing her to left center. That went to right center, but the speed of Jennings ran it down, and Duke keeps Arkansas off the board in the third.
It's kind of the bend, don't break mentality right now for the Duke defense.
Bouncy ball, diving stop. McDowell, what else can she do? Ella McDowell is putting on a clinic at third base, and she really.
Your outfielders in the game when you're throwing a lot of strikes as a pitcher and working at a good tempo.
Second strikeout for Peyton Burnham, and there are 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Well, Burnham loves to stretch the zone vertically. That's a low rise ball that's got a late break, also breaking inside, so it's break.
Well, I understand the rationale. If you're going to go down, you're going to want to go down with your veterans. And there is the first base runner of the game for Duke. So Baker walks, the 2-out base runner. Softly hit right up the line, and a tag put on there by Bell. We'll talk with Coach Deifel when we come back to Fayetteville. Win by the Razorbacks would send them to the Women's College World Series for the first time in school history. Duke trying to stay alive. Slow roller hit by Bain, gobbled up by the second baseman, and Amita Vega throws her out. There's the rifle about her. Relaxed demeanor. That's into center field, and a base hit for Ella McDowell, who's been doing it with the glove all game. Now
Marissa Young, you know, should they get to Oklahoma City.
It's sharply by Bell, but it fades into the glove of Vega. Bell, who has a 2-run home run in the first. That's been the only scoring in this game. Arkansas has left 8 on base through the first 3 innings of the game, and she was down 2-0 and kept it there through her 3 innings of work. As Kennedy is on base once again, she walks, is aboard for a 3rd time tonight.
Just the plate discipline shown from Arkansas, plate discipline, ability to draw walks along with the extra base hits.
That bounces up there. It takes Rodriguez a moment to find it as it goes to the backstop. Both runners advance. McDowell to third, Kennedy down to second base for Arkansas. And a 4-pitch walk loads the bases. Not the worst thing in the world if you're Duke, but
they've been able to get out of some of these innings with the bases loaded.
To first base, down the line, fair. One is in. McDowell, Kennedy to the plate. Down to second. Rio doubles. And doubles the score to 4-0 Razorbacks.
Well, here's one of those clutch hits. This time it's Rio. Rolls over the ball, but is able to sneak it right past Jada Baker. Gets a little bit of a late jump on the ball, but that's what it takes. As well, one of the top scoring teams in the country, but their pitchers are very stingy at giving up hits, so you want to keep this score reasonable.
Out to left field and right at KK Banthus. But Arkansas gets another key 2-out hit. The base runner for them through the first 3 innings was the 2-out walk to Baker in the 3rd. And Vega strikes out to be
probably the toughest sequence for a hitter to be able to adjust up and down. And then she also has her off-speed firing today.
That was right in on the hands, and somehow Oakland fights it off and drops it into left field. And there's the first hit of the game for the Blue Devils. There's the second Duke base runner. First hit is Burnham. Skips that up there, and that's going to allow Oakland to take second base.
The more you can get your whole body in front of that ball, the better.
That ball's hit well towards left field, and that ball gets out. Just what the Blue Devils needed. They get it from their cleanup hitter, Tyrena Jones, and Duke's right back in the game. It's 4-2. Her 24th home run of the season.
Well, Duke comes into this game top 5 in the country at hitting the long ball, and Tyrena Jones leads the way. Just drives from the backside, elevates this pitch. It's just enough to get out of the park. Coach Young talked about it in her interview. This team just needs a spark, and off it can go. The game, and they seem to find that extra gear when they're in these elimination games. They had to win 3 elimination games at their own regional. But that's a big pitch from Peyton Burnham. She goes to the off-speed pitch.
KK was 1 for 3 in game 1 yesterday out in front, but hits it on the ground at third. McDowell throws across to retire the side. But Duke
for sure.
First pitch swinging, and Miller lines it past third into the left field corner, trying for 2 to throw a little bit offline, and enough for the Razorback catcher to cruise in for her 5th double of the Arkansas pitching has already seen, I should say Arkansas hitting has seen 106 pitches now, and that bunt is a beauty. Close, safe. Kyrie Rodriguez made it as close as possible. Bain squares, and that's just a ploy to let Johnson, uncontested, take second base.
As we talked about earlier in the game, that is their best.
Cut it to 4-2. Arkansas threatening again. And a 4-pitch walk to Bain, who walks for a second time today. And a 51st time she has walked this season. McDowell with Bell on deck, 3-2 pitch. Bouncy ball up the middle, gets through. Wood is in. Here comes the second runner for the plate. Johnson scores. 2-run single for Ella McDowell. Her 54th and 55th RBIs puts Arkansas back up by 4.
This is just a 1-2 swing from Ella McDowell. Does not put a good swing on it, just puts enough on it. Gets on top of the ball. It's not even a full swing, but she was not about to let that call.
That will load them up for Dakota Kennedy.
Up, and she's been very productive as a hitter.
Softly hit. Vega will take the out at first base. That brings in Bain, the 7th run of the game for the Razorbacks, and they're up by 5 here in the 5th. Right center. Out of here. She hit a 3-run homer yesterday, and Carly Davison adds another 3-run homer today. And now the lead is 8.
Yesterday she pulled the ball. This time she gets a curve ball up and away, a little bit elevated, and says, you know what? I can do the same thing to the opposite field. This Arkansas offense scores quickly, and now are tasting that victory.
That allowed them to run Rule Duke. That's to right field and down for a base hit in front of Lamar. And Rios got herself a really nice game. That's 4 solid plate appearances. The only
Relentless with studying the game.
This one's deep to center, but will stay in the yard. Run down by Deanna Jennings. Wyckoff, who re-entered the game, gave the crowd a thrill. That is out number 2.
Pitches that are moving through the zone, out of the strike zone, but I've been so impressed with Arkansas's plate discipline in this entire Super Regional.
A little flare out to Vega to make the catch, but now with a lead of 8, Duke has to score at least 1 in the bottom. 2-run homer in the 4th from Jones to make it 4-2. She did go around. The throw is going to go to first to complete the strikeout. For out number 1. ESPN, your home of MLB.TV.
Hits, and she's been able to shut them down.
Now there's the base runner that Duke needs. A walk to Rodriguez. That's the run they need to get in to at least extend. Nebraska have already punched their tickets to the Women's College World Series. Arkansas is trying to become the 3rd. Ground ball right side. From the outfield grass, the throw goes to second base. From Davison, everybody's safe.
Some teams just know how to do that. They can elevate with their backs against the wall, and I can't think of a time where Duke's been more against the wall, and a huge strikeout from Peyton Burnham.
City. Popped up. McDowell chasing it. Super Regional bridesmaids no more. Arkansas is headed to the Women's College World Series for the first time in school history.
What a moment for Arkansas, the heartbreak for Duke, but for Arkansas, this is a moment they have been waiting for years. This team, this year, punches their ticket into Oklahoma City.